Hello, welcome. Have you ever felt overwhelmed that most of the time it feels like you don't know what you're doing, like you're lost in space and everything is moving way faster than you think? Hold on, you're not alone. I've been there, and this is the reason why I had to disappear from all social media platforms. Well, except for exceptions, but this is the reason why I disappeared from my channel. Stay tuned. Have you ever felt overwhelmed, like you're doing a lot and you're not achieving anything? Yes, that was how I've felt for a very long time. Hello, my lovelies. If you are new here, I'm Chidima, being Emerald. I'm a farmer and also a virtual assistant. I disappeared from social media, not necessarily all of social media, because I had to work and make something for myself, but I had to disappear because one, it was becoming too much. The noise, the distractions, the pressure to do this and eventually make the mistake of not doing what you're supposed to do. I had to pull back and internalize everything. Okay, I don't know how else to put it, but let me just say I internalized everything. Secondly, there was a lot. I'm a lady with a lot of carbs. What I mean is I really know how to do many things, but I don't just want to be that person that does so many things. So I need to figure out the things I need to do, the important things. Apart from farming, which you all know I do, I'm a virtual assistant, I'm a teacher. I'm learning other skills, to supplement and augment here and there. As a girl, as a lady, we need to, try a little things here and there to make these two ends meet. Okay, so I run ads. I tend to go into, I was thinking of product reviews and all that, but these thoughts was just so much and I had to pull back. Okay, another reason why I stopped was, that feeling when you are doing a lot and nothing is working. Okay, I'm posting almost every day, especially on TikTok, and I'm not seeing anything. It's like crickets, as in what's going on. And I've thought of deleting that channel a lot of times, a lot of scrapping it and just forgetting about TikTok. Maybe TikTok is not for me. But then again, I decided to just leave it there because once in a while I just like to scroll through, get one or two information and then move on. But strangely, since February I've not been on TikTok. I get notifications almost every time, but I've never opened TikTok to do anything there. YouTube, I've been on YouTube, but I've not had the mind and the encouragement to post anything there because I was just beginning to say, are you sure social media is for me? Maybe I should just mind what I'm doing. Okay, my poultry and my sedentary life. Okay, but I need to be visible. I need to get myself out there. So any which way, we are going to figure it out. So what did I do to recover? I am someone with very bad insomnia. Now, what did I do to get out of this space? Because I didn't need to stay for it for a very long time. Number one, I went back to being quiet. Growing up, I used to be this child with, I don't talk much. I just observe. Okay, but being quiet, is being quiet in the presence of God, because it was a lot. I was carried away, I was distracted, so many noise, you know. I learned again, not I've not been practicing it. I learned again how to be quiet in the presence of God. Like just sit and understand how God deals with me personally. I learned to listen to my spirit. I now know it's not everything I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to go everywhere. I'm not supposed to do everything. I'm not supposed to participate in everything. You know, I learned to listen more to my spirit. Okay, so I've been doing that and I've been enjoying it. I just read my Bible, read books that elevates my spirit, and try to connect all day. Yeah. Another thing I did was to clean up my space. The cleaning up my space, decluttering, cleaning up my internet, cleaning up my phone, you know, so many numbers, so many contacts, cleaned up my inboxes. You know, I did away with a lot of things that were not useful to me anymore. I had to just let go. It will amaze you to know that I've visited just one friend this year, and it's not because we are close, which we are, but you know, we add value to each other. Okay, so I've just been communicating with her since this year. I've not seen a lot of people, my friends. I just call if there's need to be. I call. You know, it's like I almost do not have a social life anymore, but it's deliberate. I know what I'm doing. I know where I need to get to. Okay, I needed to drop a lot of things. So some relationships are no longer almost existent, you know. And one thing I'm learning this period is to return the same energy I receive. Okay, if I say hi and you say hi, and maybe I might not talk to you next time, because there's some, like, you know, there's some relationships I don't really think I should move forward with, especially those that feel like I shouldn't be in their lives anymore. So I'm happily not in their lives anymore, and I'm fine with it. Okay, so I return the same kind of energy you give me. That's just it. So another thing is trying to figure out what I need to do. As you all know, I'm a farmer, into poultry for now. I'm a virtual assistant, and I'm trying to, you know, get one or two things going here and there to make a living. Okay, because the system we are in now does not require you doing just one thing. And as a girl, as a lady who takes care of herself fully, looking at doing other things. Okay, so I've been trying to figure it out, something that will work for me, not just jumping into anything, something that will work for me, you know, because I've always had the thought of doing something that will not take me outside or away from my poultry business, which is my baby. Okay, which is my first love. All right, so I'm trying to figure out something apart from my EVA work, something that works closely around my poultry and my virtual assistant and all that. So that is basically all I've been doing for the past few months. Okay, so moving forward, I intend to be more consistent. I plan to add value. I don't just want to come on social media and be jumping on trends, dancing. By the way, I'm a very bad dancer, so I don't just want to come and be, you know, all over the place. I want, whenever people see me on social media, I'm adding value, I'm creating quality content, something you can take, anybody that sits to view me takes something home. Okay, so that's what I intend to do moving forward as per content creation here on YouTube. I intend to go into product review. Okay, not really like call it influencing and all that, but I intend to start doing product review with what I use. Like, okay, put it out there, talk about it, and then I'm finding user-generated content interesting. I may go into UGC. Other things will follow as time goes on. Okay, but my baby, you're going to be seeing me more. Life with my chickens, life as a farmer, life as a virtual assistant, navigating this thing called life. I feel we are all a working process, trying to achieve one or two things. Okay, but the pressure, life itself, life so sometimes. So life itself, life so sometimes, and we tend to lose track and focus on what we really need to do. Okay, so these are a few things. I don't want this video to be long. I want it to be as short as possible so that it's not boring. Okay, so as per my other social media handles, yes, I'm coming back to YouTube. I really want to see this thing grow. In fact, as a matter of fact, I die here. And I don't know how TikTok is going to be, but I've not really figured out what to do with that space. Like, seriously, I don't really know, but something must happen, and soon. Okay, I used to see, I see TikTok or all these social media spaces like, something. I don't want to be all over the place. Okay, like I use my Instagram for strictly for my virtual assistant. Now I'm going into product review. It's going to be on Instagram too. Any other thing will follow from there. Okay, maybe I will divert what I do on Instagram in TikTok and do it there. Okay, let's see how it goes, and if I still get crickets on TikTok, maybe I'll just have to scrap it and rest. And just rest. Okay, thank you once again, my family. Thank you for those who reached out to ask, because the quietness, the silence was loud. I had a couple of people reach out to me to ask, and we had these long discussions. They tried to encourage me, ask me to come back, but I really want to create value as I'm coming back. So here, this is me pledging my consistency, my value, bringing my A game, trying to bring value in every content that you see me on. That is my major goal. Value. What is somebody taking away from this content, from this video? That is the most important thing for me. And by the grace of God, that's how it's going to be. Okay, until I come your way next time, bye.
Audio Jungle.